Hey, it's vacation time for me. That is the Golden Nugget Casino and Hotel in Biloxi, Mississippi, and I'll give you 3 guesses as to what we're going to do. It is vacation time, you get to come along, and this is Fox Sports Outdoors.
It's time now for your weekly fishing reports and real-time outdoor news from the Southeast region. This is Fox Sports Outdoors Sports South.
And so, you are probably wondering what a hardcore fishing nut like me might be doing on my vacation. You might think, maybe he'd go down to Biloxi, Mississippi, where they've got those beautiful white sand beaches of the Gulf of Mexico. You'd be right. You might think he might go to the Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino in Biloxi, where they've got great seafood, beautiful rooms, and a pool like that. And you'd be right. Then the fun begins, because I got to looking at Biloxi Bay out just behind the hotel. All those fishing boats out there wondering, what are those guys catching out there? And then I met up with Captain Robert Brody, who's been guiding on Biloxi Bay nearly his whole life, and he got to telling me about all the species of fish available here. And then I remembered, bingo, I brought the Mako boat with me on my vacation. We're going fishing, and you get to go along with me on my vacation. So, right now, I'm gonna relax by the pool for a little while, soak up a little sun. The next time you see me, I'll be out on the Mako 21 LTS with Captain Robert Brody, and you'll get to go around the region for all your latest fishing reports. Right now, let's get my vacation started back at the FSN studios with your weekend planner.
Hi everyone, great news. The Solinar tables are forecasting outstanding game fish activity for both days this weekend. Overall, Saturday is expected to be excellent, while Sunday is predicted to be one of the best fishing days of the month. Look for the sun to rise at 7:09 and set at 7:38, and we have a new moon Sunday, so evening skies will be very dark. Stay with us, we'll be right back with freshwater and coastal fishing updates from around the region. Plus, Gerald Swindle joins us for the Ask the Pro segment. As we go to break, here are some photos from the Costa Catch of the Week contest. These anglers were not selected as winners, but we still wanted to show off some of these nice catches from around the area. Stay with us to see this week's winner near the end of today's episode.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Tracker Boats. It's more than just a boat, it's a tracker. By Costa Sunglasses, see what's out there. By Mercury Marine, official outboard of Fox Sports Outdoors. And by Lowrance Electronics. Find, navigate, dominate.
Well, we've made it out to the spot right now. We're on the Mako. Got ourselves all set up on a dock right here. That's a big bull minnow right there. Redfish, think that that's cotton candy. See how close we can cast to this thing. Eat it, big boy. Eat that big bull minnow. He's got it. All right, we got one, everybody. We are out here in Biloxi Bay, and it's fighting me out of here. I've got braided line. I got strand braid on here, which is key. If they get around those piers, you can be in for a rodeo.
That's a beauty. Nice. He's still full.
Coming around. Got him.
We got
All right.
Beautiful.
Looky here,
All
folks.
right.
We have done well immediately. We made it out here with Captain Robert Brody, and he guides every day out here in Biloxi Bay. Tell us kind of what these fish do here.
Well, I always tell people the old saying, I say, cast to the shadows. These fish love to get under those piers and lurk in those shadows. As long as you get that bait close to that pier, you might end up with something as beautiful as this.
But and you've got a chance to catch 3 or 4 species when you're casting to these piers.
Speckled trout, redfish, flounder, black drum. You never know what you pull out of here.
Wow. Well,
that's just a smorgasbord here, you know.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, is this a pretty good redfish?
Oh yeah, that's a pretty good redfish for right
this
here.
system?
Yeah, yes,
okay.
it is.
So you can go out and actually fish for big bull reds out on the reefs, but in here inside Biloxi Bay, which is where we are right now, that's going to be a really good redfish. And I'll tell you, you get that dude wrapped up around those piers and you're in trouble. And my strand braid did a great job of getting him out of those piers, away from all that rough stuff in there, and then it was just me and the fish.
You did a good job on that fish, Barry. That was excellent.
Okay, buddy. We'll see you.
Ooh,
oh,
beautiful.
He's plenty alive. All right, well, we've got a great start. I got the guide back there applauding. So when you get the guide clapping, you know
it's going on.
You know you're off to a good start. All right, I don't know what we're gonna do next, but we're gonna keep fishing, I can guarantee you that. Off to a good start here at Biloxi, Mississippi. Just in the background there, you can't see it here because that pier is in the way, staying at the Golden Nugget Casino and Hotel. This is like heaven on earth to me right here. Stay with us. Let's get you some fishing and lake reports from your local area.
Hey folks, Captain E here with your Carolinas report. This week brought to you by Marshall's Marine, located in Lake City and Georgetown, South Carolina. We're your bass boat leader since 1969, and for all your nitro and bass tracker needs, visit www.marshallsmarine.com. I'll tell you what, let's talk about freshwater this week, and the bass continue to be a species you can get out and target. Got to be patient, but you're going to catch fish. Shaky head, deep drop rigs, you're going to have a good time if you can find schools of bait right now. Early in the morning up on those shallow flats and around docks also is bringing in some good fish as well. But I want to thank Georgetown County and congratulate Georgetown County on the work that they have done in bringing the Bass Masters Elite Series into town for 2016 here in the Grand Strand area. Sel Hemingway and the guys from Georgetown County have introduced a wonderful fishery that we have here, and these guys believe in it, and they'll be here in 2016 fishing for some big money. Also, the striped bass on Lake Murray continue to be a great species to target. I know also on Strom Thurmond and up on Lake Greenwood, they're doing the same thing, getting out there, trolling live bait in those deeper areas, finding schools, and you're catching some nice fish this time of the year. The fall, we've had a lot of rain in the last couple of weeks. We're going to start to see these water temperatures drop, and everybody's going to be excited to get out on the water. This has been your Carolinas report, brought to you by Marshall's Marine. Fish smarter, not harder, and keep your chaos organized.
All right, we're hooked up. Hey everybody, welcome back. He's cleared the pier now.
Now we got that other pile to worry about.
Yeah, we got another one over here. So Captain Robert Brody has actually got us a fish on now. We've moved to another pier and
oh, that's a big one, Barry.
Switched over to shrimp. He's coming in.
I got him by the boat now.
Okay.
He may make another hard run though.
Is it a red?
Yes, a red. That's a big one too. All right, Barry, here we go. There we go. Beautiful.
All right. Hey, there we go. Look at that one. Way to go, Robert.
Fish.
You threw a shrimp.
A big
under
live
that time.
shrimp.
The first one I caught was actually on a bull minnow, but this one's on and you want the big shrimp, right?
Big shrimp as possible, because there are a lot of bait stealers down here, so you want a big shrimp. It'll last a little longer down there on the bottom.
Right. So I'm going to unhook this fish, and then I want to ask you something here. We're going to let this one go back. Wow, that was ready to go right there. This is really just the best of everything. People can come here, they can stay in the casino, they can gamble, they can eat the best food. We're going to eat the big king crab buffet tonight at the Golden Nugget. We're staying there, and it is just an unbelievable place. But people can come here, they get on the beach, take the family, and then come out here and book a guide trip and have some fun.
Exactly. I mean, it's so diverse down here. We got a little bit of everything. I mean, we got bay fishing, we got sound fishing, we got Barrier Island fishing, Gulf of Mexico fishing. I mean, you could just do all kind of things in one day. You know,
wow.
it's just, I love it.
And make a really diverse vacation out of it, and that there's something for kids to do. Actually, you'll bring kids fishing out here, right?
I do probably 60% of my trips are family groups, you know, and a lot of kids,
I cannot tell you how great a place it is. We are having so much fun on this vacation. Right now, it's time for you to get some more fishing and lake reports from your own backyard.
This part of the program is brought to you by MirrOlure, the right tools to catch them. From topwater plugs to subsurface models to deep running lures like the deadly Heavy Dean. Turn on the bite anytime. Tie on a MirrOlure. In Alabama, I was talking to Captain Kevin Olmsted, and he's been doing very, very well on sea trout, 2 to 3 pounds, but some fish are approaching 4 pounds. He's catching them in the Mobile Bay area. He's using live shrimp with just a small piece of split shot and a very small hook with a fluorocarbon leader. Water's clear. He's very careful to approach areas quietly. He's catching these fish around the reefs, shell bar reefs, and the hard bottom areas, around the oil and gas platforms that are scattered throughout lower Mobile Bay. There's also some state reefs there that are also giving up some pretty good fishing for spotted sea trout. The Mississippi bull red fishing is improving as we get closer to that fall season. These are big fish. They're going 15 to 30, 35 pounds. Most of them are still caught trolling south of the barrier islands. In Georgia, king mackerel fishing has been good around the ledges and the live bottom areas. Some of these fish are going to 30 pounds. Slow trolling live baits work best for those kingfish. Tarpon fishing remains strong, and it will continue to get better as we move through into September and on into October. Flounder fishing also has been good in southeast Georgia, working those inshore creek mouths and along the shell bar areas near the major parts of the inlets. Well, that's it for the Coastal South. Get out in the water and take a youngster with you when you go.
This week's freshwater fishing update is brought to you by Liberty County. Located in scenic coastal Georgia, Liberty County offers the Dorchester Shooting Preserve, 2 marinas and public fishing piers as prime locations for your hunting and fishing trips or outdoor activities. Escape the ordinary and visit Liberty County, the right blend, www.libertycounty.org. Now, it's still hot across the southeast, but the forecast is for cooler nighttime temperatures coming up, and this should get the fish biting better. In the meantime, over in Alabama, head over to Jones Bluff Lake on the Alabama River for some flathead catfish action right now. This 12,510 acre reservoir is just east of Selma, and the flatheads are biting rare. Look for the fish in deep holes on the old river channel, particularly where there's hard bottom. Now, these fish will run 20 to 40 pounds. If you're looking for smaller cats for a fish fry, fish around the down trees on the lower section of the lake. An option for largemouth bass this week is Eagle Lake. It's just north of Vicksburg in west central Mississippi, and the topwater action is good there. You want to be throwing these lures around docks late in the afternoon, and if they've got lights on the docks, that action will continue into the dark. The Altamaha River on Georgia's coastal plain is another hot spot for flathead cats right now. You want to use live fish for baits and be fishing on those outside bends of the river. There's some real monsters here. They often top 50 pounds.
Got him. Got something. Boy, you never know what you got out here. There comes the cork. What have I got? What have I got?
Spanish mackerel.
Spanish mackerel. All right. I've never caught a Spanish mackerel. All right.
What a beautiful fish.
A first Spanish mackerel I've ever caught.
Good hook set. Look at that mouth. Look at the teeth in there.
Good.
You don't want you
grief.
to get your fingers in there, Barry.
Wow.
Very good eating fish too. A lot of people like to bake them.
All right. Well, I have now caught a Spanish mackerel. Everybody needs to come do this. Constant action, lots of different kinds of fish. You're gonna love it right here in Biloxi, Mississippi. We're coming right back.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price, every day. By Lew's, setting a new standard of fishing performance. Feel the difference. By Gene LaRue and Bobby Garland Lures. With our baits, a good day of fishing is in the bag. And by Stren Fishing Lines, the standard of dependability.
Hey everybody, welcome back. We pulled up to another pier. I made a cast back up in the shade under that pier, and one's picked it up. He's swimming out towards deep water right now. I think he's still got it. He's got it, he's got it. Got him. Good red. Oh yeah. All right. That is a real shallow pier up there.
That was a beautiful fish.
There we go.
That is a nice one.
Got him. All right. Boy, this is a blast. Whoa. I tell you, this is really something else. There's something for everybody here. Now, if you're going to come up and fish these piers and these docks like this, it does require some skill. And let's go ahead and release him. There he goes. All right. The piers have got shade underneath them. And what you've got to do is from here, see, we're about 25 yards from that pier. And so we're making underhanded casts like that and letting that bait skip right up toward the shade. And then these are big bull minnows, the ones that the redfish seem to be hitting, but they'll hit a shrimp as well. And once again, all kinds of fish hang around here. One other key thing here is you can't get too shallow. This water's only about maybe 18 inches deep, but more like maybe 14. And those fish, they're just looking for that shade. As you can see, it's midday right now. Sun's way up high overhead, and those fish are just seeking the shade of that pier right now, and that is just an unbelievable way to come in here and catch these nice sized redfish like this. It's time for more fishing and lake reports for you right now.
Hey gang, welcome to this week's Tennessee and Kentucky Fishing Report. You know, we are just transitioning from summer to fall more every day. It's hot here right now, but we've had some really nice cool days and some cooler nights come through, and that's really changed the game. When you multiply that by the water in this part of the world and most of the major reservoirs gets drawn down during the winter time, and that starts in the late summer. So you've got the waters getting shallower, the vegetation is topping out, and you've got cooler water in shallow water. What that does is that really moves the bait and therefore the predator fish towards those shallow water areas, be it shallow banks, be it shallow ledges, be it bays, creeks, etc. So here's the thing, if you're going bass fishing in the next little bit, think topwater. It's really that time of year where the bass are really keying on bait fish and shad and big topwaters. The bait fish right now and the shad population are mature. They spawned in the spring, they've had all summer to grow. So go big topwater baits early, late, cloudy, windy. Throw it all day anytime, you really can't go wrong. Other than that, spinner baits and swim baits. Crappie are also making a major move right now. They're getting in brush piles and stake beds next to deep water where they'll make that move back into the bay. Guys, it's gonna get better the cooler it gets. So we're holding on, waiting for spring to get here, and it's gonna bust wide open again in Tennessee and Kentucky. We'd love to see you on the water. God bless.
Getting a bite here. Yeah, I'm getting a good bite. I think it's a flounder. He's laid down on it. Let me see.
How can you tell?
He just kind of settled back down with it. And
hit him.
He's not moving. Here we go. Let's see what it is.
Flounder.
All right, let me grab that net.
I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Nice fish. Nice fish. Beautiful flounder.
All right.
That's a
Ready
fine
around
eating
to show
fish
them
right
what
there.
a
Look at
Mississippi
that.
flounder looks like.
Look at the
there
coloration.
You go.
Beautiful coloration on that fish.
I tell you, we have just about caught one of everything. Spanish mackerel, redfish, white trout, speckled trout, now flounder. I tell you, it's been a great day so far, and that just shows you what the fishery's like. Again, a couple of other things you can do here. It's a very diverse fishery. You can go out on the artificial reefs and fish for trout. You can go to the bridge and fish for big black drum. You can fish these piers for these flounder, redfish, and man, I'll tell you never know what you're gonna get.
You never know.
All right, stay with us. We're coming back to Biloxi, Mississippi right after this. We're gonna release this flounder right here and let it go back.
Fox Sports Outdoors is brought to you by Exide AGM Marine Batteries. Starts like new, stays like new longer. By Motor Guide Trolling Motors. Introducing the XI5 for ultimate boat control. And by Nitro Performance Fishing Boats. Champions aren't born, they're made.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time for the Ask the Pro segment, where viewers get expert insights from professional anglers. This week's question comes from Tyler, who asks, what are the biggest mistakes you see boaters making when launching or loading a boat? For the answer, we asked the 2004 Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Gerald Swindle.
I think some of the common things that I see at the boat ramp when people getting ready to launch is doing a little preparation before you pull down there and block the ramp. Make sure the back straps are undone, your motor toter's off. Don't unhook the bow of the boat till you get down to the water and hook it up as soon as you put it back on there. Usually pulling up further to back down will help you get straighter. Trying to make a real sharp turn and back down too quick, you're gonna fight the ramp more. So remember, pull up 20 or 30 feet further than normal. It's gonna help you back it down easier. Never put the trailer too far in the water. Usually about fender well high on the trailer is where you want to be. It seems like you should have the trailer way in the water, but if the boat doesn't get in there and glide, it's not going to hold it straight, and you're going to fight it to the bitter end, and we're going to be in the parking lot waiting on you.
Thanks, Gerald. And if you have something to ask one of the pros, simply visit our website and follow the Ask the Pro link to submit your question. Now, someone is going to win a new pair of sunglasses on the Costa Catch of the Week.
Each week, someone wins a free pair of Costa sunglasses on the Costa Catch of the Week contest. Here is this week's winner. He is Scott Musgrove of Portland, Tennessee, showing a 29-pound striped bass he caught at Old Hickory Lake in Tennessee. And get this, he caught a 29-pound striper on 8-pound test line. If you would like to enter the contest, just go to our website at foxsportsoutdoors.com, click in the Costa Catch of the Week area on the right side of the front page, follow the instructions, send us your photo, you could be our next winner. And you can see all of the great Costa products at their website. Just go back to the front page of our site, click on the Costa logo, and you can see all of their excellent frame styles and lens styles there, including the frame style that I was wearing on this week's episode. This blue and white frame is called Cortez. Next up on the Academy Right Stuff, it's the right, simple gear to catch all of the species that you saw us catch on this week's episode. It all begins with a 1/2 ounce lead egg sinker slid up on your main line, followed by a simple barrel swivel, followed by 80-pound test monofilament and a small bait hook. The other key ingredient is string braid line. These fish will break you off and cut you off in a heartbeat around all the sharp objects around these piers and pilings if you don't use braided line, and the Stren 65-pound braid worked perfectly for this application. Earlier this year, I had a chance to visit the Center for Disease Control in Atlanta, Georgia. They had a very interesting exhibit on the USDA healthy eating recommendations from the 1940s. Get this, our government recommended that all Americans eat fats, butters, and oils with every single meal. We've learned a lot since the 1940s, and too much of that stuff will kill you. Every American needs to take responsibility for their own eating habits. Read the labels at your grocery store on the products you buy. The less calories, the better. The less processed, the better. The less ingredients, the better. It's simple math on the calories. You burn more calories than you eat, you lose weight. You do the opposite, you gain weight. Every one of us is responsible for our own healthy eating habits. I hope you enjoyed our trip today to Biloxi, Mississippi. We had a great time fishing with Captain Robert Brody, and you can book a guide trip here, and you can stay where we stayed at the Golden Nugget Casino and Hotel. What a fantastic place this is, with wonderful rooms, excellent food, gaming, a super pool. They've got a harbor and marina just outside the back door, everything you could want, all in one location. Here's a reminder for you that our website at foxsportsoutdoors.com is now mobile friendly, so it resizes correctly no matter what kind of device you're viewing on. Anything from an Android to an iPhone to a tablet or a full-size PC, everything sizes correctly. And don't forget to like us on Facebook, where you'll see all the latest videos, photos, and fishing news. And follow us on Twitter, where we're always giving away some kind of free gear. Hey, don't forget to join us for next week's episode. We will be on at our regular time slot at 6 p.m. Thursday, with the repeat airing Sunday morning at 8:30. Until next week, I'm Barry Stokes. Be safe, have fun. Bye-bye, y'all.